I'm Joe. Welcome to Georgia Real Estate. It's another year, another winter has gone by. What have we learned from this past winter? The first winter was, not the first winter, but 2022 winter was interesting. Um, Basically, all there was a fireplace to heat the house. There's no, I got to the house, no electricity, no water, no firewood, no nothing. Basically got it all done in a couple hours before it got dark. Uh, it's amazing how you can find good people, good neighbors that help you out. Even the electric department came out, I think it was after 5 o'clock. They turned on the electricity from the post, the electric pole, and had another neighbor call someone. They delivered some wood, and anyway, everything got done. Basically, the only thing I had was the fireplace, and I bought a good blanket in Tbilisi, in the city, before I moved up, and it was cold. People told me that it was in March of not this past March, but 2022 March. It was the coldest ever than January, February, December, anytime. It was like the coldest ever, and that's when I was there. So, learned a few things there. It was cold. I had to get one of the first things I did was get a hot water heater for the shower. Needed to get that done. That didn't take too long actually, but still my bathroom was quite big, so it was, even though you had hot water, big room with cold air, it's a little challenging, but so I learned a few things. I did have some warm clothes. I would dress in some warmer clothes to go to sleep. Basically my clothes was about right, about appropriate. This past winter, and actually back in March there was a lot of snow. There wasn't a lot of snow, but there was still snow in front of the house in the middle of March. It was cold. Some days were really cold, some days weren't too bad. Some nights are really cold, some nights not too bad, but it was very cold. Then this past winter, January, not much snow. Beginning of January is a little bit of snow on top of the fence, a little bit in the yard. Basically probably within a week, most of it was gone. It's quite sunny. Some nights were quite cold, some days were quite cold, but it was quite bearable. I was more prepared. Basically my sleeping arrangements, which I'll show another video, I got that pretty much down. The only thing I'm going to add is for my bed, sleeping in bed at night was good, no problems. No matter how cold it was, that wasn't a problem. Even the room wasn't too bad, but I could still improve that. It's not too difficult. One of the biggest things I'm going to do though is put a wood stove into the bedroom. It's a pretty big bedroom also. The thing was, I get that done, I got to make a door actually too. I didn't have a door, but it was kind of broken off. The hinges weren't too strong. So what I'm going to do is build a door. And once I have the door done and then the wood fireplace in there, I think the room should be perfect. Maybe put some curtains on, a little bit more protection from the cold coming through the windows a little bit, but I think that'll be perfect. The rest of the house is kind of a different story. So I'm going to add probably another wood stove towards the front door of the house, and that should heat up pretty much the kitchen and basically take care of about everything downstairs. And of course hot air rises, so that's going to help take care of the upstairs, but I'm not worried about that just yet. So those two things should take care of that, but one of the last year the water would turn off. Well, I don't know if it would turn off so much, but it kind of turned on at certain hours and turned off at certain hours. Never really specific, but wasn't too bad. This winter, I guess we had some quick freezes, big freezes. Water was done. I had no water sometimes for 4 or 5 days. Couldn't shower. I had water. I learned from last winter to keep water in jugs. So I always had water to do some little bit of dishes, a little bit of washing my hands for the toilet. So that wasn't really a problem. But to really take a shower, difficult to do. Depending on what day it was, what time it was, you kind of never knew when you could take a shower. So that was a tough one. So the thing I'm going to do, basically to fix the shower, the bathroom area, is I need to finally get like a shower stall, glass enclosure for the shower itself. Kind of take care of the heat with that. I got an oil-filled radiator, so that heats up the room also. I don't think the bathroom's going to be a problem once I get the glass shower stall installed in my shower. Other thing I'm going to do now is get a heating cable. My cable is above ground, not my cable, my water pipe is above ground, quite easy for it to freeze, so I'm going to, for next winter, I'll have a heated cable. So that will run, so I should have water all the time. So I think that's about the lessons I learned. It was funny because last March there was a lot more snow. I don't say a lot more snow. In January, not as much snow. So in the winter time, you would think maybe in Georgia, since it's up, a lot of mountainous country and close to Russia, it'd be cold and snowy all the time. But it's not the case. Some days, some weeks, months, no snow. Sometimes a little bit of snow. Sometimes it's bitter cold. Sometimes it's not too bad. You wear a light jacket, maybe not even that much. If you're out working in the yard, you don't even need a jacket. Depends how hard you're working, of course. But so I think clothing, I'm pretty much set. Heating the house, I should have that finished. I think this year that should all be done. I don't think I should have any more winter problems. I'll have 2 more wood stoves. So I don't think I'll run out of electricity. I have wood stoves. Those should, like I said, heat the house pretty well. I'm going to get one more quilt, one more blanket. I'm going to get a down blanket. I think that should be enough. I'll be done with the bedroom. Everything should be warm. Maybe a pair of gloves. I don't really have a pair of gloves to wear inside, but it's cold inside the house. Like I said before, the house, the walls are almost a meter thick of cement and stone. And in the summertime, I have to go outside, get some sun to warm up, because it's so cold inside. I don't need central air conditioning. There's no central heating either. That's why I'm trying to get these things settled with getting wood stove in certain locations. I got the fireplace, but it's not very efficient. I think they say the fireplace are only like 30% efficient. I think it heats the upstairs better than anything, but I think some nice open wood stoves are really going to heat up the place, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I got so much trees I cut this last winter. I didn't cut the trees down, but the branches down, trying to thin them out so they can grow a little better. And I got so much wood I still got to collect and cut and dry out, so I don't think next winter is going to be a problem. I'll probably buy a little bit of firewood, but I got plenty of small wood to get things started. Take a couple of bigger pieces, to keep burning overnight or for a longer time. That should do it. But I think besides that, the winters aren't really bad. Like I said, some days are quite bitter, some nights are quite bitter, but it's not consistent. So you can kind of make it, well, at nighttime it's not a big deal because my bed is set, which I said I'll show you a video about that before, but sleeping is not a problem. Just if it's a bitter, cold day, it's still a little bad for me. Even I'll go into the kitchen. I have a little oil-filled radiator there. That's another place I have the radiator. and I put that thing right next to me, and it's bitter cold. So I got to work on that a little bit, but a couple of strategically placed fire wood stoves, like I said. Yeah, everything should be okay. So I don't think the winters are a big deal. Summers aren't a big deal either. You get too hot outside, you go in the house, you cool down, then you go back outside to warm up. So it's you don't need really central air. It's just trying to get this central heat going, and it should be done this year. So I hope for a good, nice warm next winter. Anyway, thanks for watching.